Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Coaching Show. My name is Brenda Reynolds with the F Words of Life, and I'm super excited to be here streaming live with you today. Today is going to be a quick coaching show, trying to keep these to 5 to 10 minutes so that you get your daily bite-sized coaching, and streaming live on Instagram as well as Facebook, and just super excited. If you're watching, say hi. If you're watching on the replay, you can say hashtag replay and tell me where you're watching from. Just say hello. Let me know what you're getting out of these trainings. Today, what I want to do is I want to set the tone for the week. This week, we're going to focus on communication. So our theme of the week this week is communication. And today, what I want you to do is I just want you to start raising your awareness about how critical communication really is in your life. So think about all of your relationships. Let's just talk about two. Let's talk about your personal relationships, which is, your friends and family, your spouse, your kids, your parents, all of the personal relationships that you have, right? Could communication improve those relationships? If you were a better communicator, would that improve your relationships? I believe yes. Well, let's think about the other types of relationships you have. You also have relationships in business. So whether you have a job, a career, or you own your own business, so if you have a job, you're communicating with your boss. If you're a manager, you're communicating with your boss and with your team members that you're managing. You're communicating with your coworkers. If you're client facing, you're communicating with clients, right? And so how you can increase your value as an employee or as a manager or leader in an organization is to improve your communication skills. Because I believe that with communication skills improvement, like I said, it raises the bar on everything that you do. And so let's take it if you're a business owner. Even not more important, but definitely equally as important, right? You're talking to potential clients, you're talking to current clients, you're talking to vendors and negotiating, you're networking with other business professionals. So just taking your personal life and your business life and just looking at those two arenas and all of the relationships that you have, the one common thing is communication and communication skills in particular. So this week, we're going to dedicate the entire week of your coaching tips of the day, the daily coaching show, whatever I'm calling these live episodes these days. This week is going to be all about communication, specific things that you can do to immediately increase your communication value. And so some of these things are going to seem really simple, but here's what I want to say to you. There's a great quote by Brendan Burchard, which is, common sense is not always common practice, which means knowing it is different than doing it. And so knowing it is one thing, but what I'm going to ask you to do is really ask yourself is how well are you doing the things that we're going to be talking about this week? This week, we're going to talk about being present. We're going to talk about listening. We're going to talk about asking questions. These are the fundamental building blocks, if you will, of Communication 101. So for today, like I said, what I wanted to do was raise your awareness on communication. Those are the three things that we're going to talk about this week, but there's so many other things that go into your communication. When you first meet somebody, how do you instantly build rapport? If that's something of interest to you, we can do a training on that in a future date. We can talk about how you use your voice. So if you're on camera, if you're face-to-face in a meeting, if you are meeting with a client, if you're on video like this, how you use your voice, how you communicate using inflection and enthusiasm, your tone and your pitch. All of those things are things that you can actually train on to become a better communicator. There's the speed at which you communicate. I know I talk really fast, and so being aware of that is the only way that I could shift that. If I was meeting with somebody who was a more deliberate communicator, I would want to scale back and talk a little bit more deliberately, especially in one-on-one or meeting setting, so that I could be heard. Because if I talk too fast, for some people, when it's on video, it's one thing. I know they can hit pause. I know they can hit rewind. Live environment's a little bit different. But, when it's recording, I know you can do those things. Plus, I want to pack as much into these trainings as I possibly can. And so, but think about that. If you don't have the awareness, all of the components that go into communication, You can't change them. So today is Awareness Day on communication. Just communication 101. Hey, Neola, happy Mother's Day again. Hope you had a great time in Mexico. That's my bonus mom. Love her. So anyway, this is Communication Awareness Day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is always kind of a bonus day, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to focus on specific skills and how you can actually enhance those skills in very specific, easy ways, okay? So what I want you to do over the next 24 hours or so, whenever you're watching this, I want you to become aware of your communication. Think about and just note in the next 24 hours, how many different people do you communicate with? Is it friends? Is it family? Is it your spouse? Again, I can't emphasize the significance of communication skills in your personal relationships, right? With your significant other, with your children. You want to be more influential and persuasive. Think about that, right? And then in your business relationships, like I said, if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, in prospective clients, in your current clients, how are you facilitating that? When you're networking with other professionals, in your job, again, are you sitting in meetings not saying anything? Are you the one sitting in meetings always asking questions and always talking too much? There's two sides of the spectrum, right? Or are you being an effective communicator in meetings so that your boss or your manager or other team members can actually hear you? If you are a manager, are you coming from the place of leading first by being a coach, or are you a dictator? Right? And so all of these play into communication, in my opinion, okay? All of my studies of what I've been doing over the last 20 years as a cognitive psychologist and then a coach for the last 15 years, these are the things that are the simplest. But like I said, knowing it is different than doing it. So if you go, Brenda, I know I need to listen more. Okay. Do you have specific strategies in which you're going about listening more? That's what we're going to talk about this week. Specific strategies that you can implement so that you become a better listener. You become better at asking questions before giving solutions or before cutting somebody off because you've got the next thing you need to say. We're going to talk about specific strategies tomorrow about being more fully present. That applies to everything, not just communication. But so you don't want to miss tomorrow for sure. So share this with your friends and family. Like I said, say hi in the comments. If you're watching the replay, which I know most of you do end up watching the replay because you're not catching me live. You got to turn on your live notifications so that you can see me live. Follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram / the F Words of Life. Everything is the F Words of Life. Facebook is the same. You go to facebook.com / the F Words of Life, like it, follow it. I post inspirational things during the day, food for thought as well. And then if you want to really join the community at the highest level, join the fwordsoflife.com. Go there, share your best email address with me. You're going to get a free downloadable assessment. And that assessment is going to go through all 7 F words of life. What the heck is the F words of life? Well, it's going to tell you about the F words of life, and it's for you. It's an assessment so you can look at how am I doing in each area of my life. Okay, so I want you to opt into that, so that you get my weekly email newsletters, so that you're on my email list. I don't spam you, but every Friday I send out a newsletter. Again, it's with more content, more inspiration, more motivation, the free tools that I develop during the week. I've developed a couple over the past couple of weeks. I include those in my newsletter. You guys to get them for free just because you're part of the F tribe, you're part of the F Words of Life community, and because I love you. So wrapping today up this daily coaching show that we're doing here, we meaning you showing up with me. Hey Jay, good to see you online, my friend. So like I said, say hi in the comments, even if you're watching on the replay. If I don't know you, definitely say hi so I can get to know you. Feel free to send me a friend request if you want. And then like I said, follow me on social media as well. I'm here to serve you. I'm proud of you for showing up. It's Monday. Did you make it a great day? I hope that you did, and I look forward to seeing you on these live episodes the rest of this week. Again, communication is what we're going to be focused on. We're going to focus on specific strategies that you can use to up the level of your communication, whether that's to get the next promotion, to get the next client, to have a better relationship with your significant other or your kids. Show up. That's all you have to do. 10 minutes a day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode tomorrow. All right, guys, talk to you later.